Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's Unseen video. This is where we round up all the major talking points from WWE and we have got loads. We're going to start with this. We actually spoke about this yesterday because Sean Ross Sapp said that he had seen this but there was no image of it, and then of course I do Unseen in the hours that follow. Images emerge. I got tagged in this loads and I really appreciate it because this is very interesting, but it does feel like people are jumping to conclusions. Let me explain. So, Fightful, Sean Ross Sapp, they said they think that this is going to be the mat for Raw, and I think they're basing that on the fact that it's got the Netflix logo on it, right? I think that's the reason why they've come to that conclusion. This was shown before Smackdown, and then they took it off, and we had the blue mat, right? The Smackdown one. Now, that's all they've said. They haven't said that it's definitely the mat for Raw, right? They've just said they think it is, or that it could be. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. First of all, I think it looks too cluttered. I don't think it looks classy. I don't think it gives off the right image. I don't think you would want this to be your ring mat for the very first Raw on Netflix. I think you're going to want that to be impactful. I think you're going to want it to look good. I don't think you're going to want this. The other thing as well, they had this down and then they took it away so that it was the blue mat underneath. What if they do the exact same? What if they have this down just before Raw on Netflix, then they take it away to reveal a red mat? Or maybe they just keep the normal canvas that we've had, that kind of off-white, slightly blue kind of a canvas. Or maybe it'll be black. Maybe it's just a black canvas like the old NXT ones. Honestly, I'm not sure, but I don't think it's going to be this. I don't think it's going to be this. So that I'm putting my head on the block on this one, and we'll have to see if I'm right or wrong. But everyone's getting very carried away about, like here, for example, Sam saying the ring mat for WWE on Netflix. I don't think it is. People are also getting quite excited about the Fortnite thing, but to me, that's just Fortnite advertising Fortnite. I don't know that it means anything more than that. I've seen people get so carried away with the whole, could this mean we're going to get extra skins in the game and all that kind of stuff? No. I mean, surely it's just Fortnite advertising, just like Prime have advertised, just like Snickers are advertising. Like, surely they're just advertising. I mean, I'm not saying you can't get more skins in the game. You could. But this doesn't make me think that that's happening. So, yeah, a lot of jumping to conclusions on this one. So we'll have to see what comes of it. Then we had this, look, Tiffany Stratton gets her WWE side plate.
I said, let's get these title plates off ASAP. So, chop, chop. Let's go. They are so beautiful, just like me. That is so freaking gorgeous. I think this is the most prettiest title I've ever seen in my entire life.
So there we go. The side plates being put on the new Tiffany Stratton. You can sort of see them there. Side plates. Right, Miss Clown, shout out to you, was at a shopping centre and saw this WWE live on Netflix Tuesday the 7th of January. Of course, here in the UK, it technically is. It starts at 1 a.m. on Tuesday. So it's technically it's a bit weird to see it though, isn't it? I'm so used to hearing the 6th, Monday Night Raw. So to see Tuesday the 7th is a bit random. But technically it is correct. Here in the UK it would be 1 a.m. Tuesday morning. Right, Kian, shout out to you. The Rock has bought 96,557 shares of TKO stock worth $13.75 million. I mean, that's impressive, right? He's spent nearly $14 million. That means that he has now got over $40 million worth of stock in TKO. So he really believes in this company. Right, Natalya. So, Charlie, shout out to you. Natalya said, today marks 18 years since my first WWE contract. 18 uninterrupted years of wrestling full-time for WWE. Being able to compete in the ring with over 65 different women who have each made me a better wrestler in their own unique way. Every match, every moment has been, let's whoosh it, has been... Here we go. A chance to learn, grow, and connect with all of you. I couldn't have asked for a better story. Now, what amazes me about this is this 65 different women. Over the space of 18 years, she's only faced 65 different women. Like, I don't get that. Like, I would have thought that was much, much, much higher, like in the hundreds. I'm sure if you include all the different women that were in the ring with her at the same time during a battle royal or during a Royal Rumble, you know, or those kinds of things. I think what she's saying is like maybe 65 different one-on-one matches, but against like 65 different women, which, I don't know, in my mind, that's not a lot. In my mind, that's not a lot at all. Over 18 years. But I don't know, that's maybe not the big thing we should take away. Instead, we should be like, well done, Natalya, and applauding 18 uninterrupted years, which absolutely, undeniably makes her one of the real GOATs when it comes to WWE's women's wrestling. Right, Nikki Cross, Uncle Rebel, thank you. Nikki Cross said, eyes, they speak all languages. So here we've got what looks to be Nikki Cross. There were a few comments saying, could it be someone else? But I think this is Nikki Cross's eye colour. Plus also you've got that kind of like kintsugi, the lines which kind of connect to the mask that she wears and everything. So yeah, I think it's Nikki. I don't think there's like a mystery there personally, but interesting. As we said, we don't spend too much time worrying about what they put out on their own personal social medias. Really, I think anything that's going to really push the story forwards, that will likely come through the official Wyatt Sicks account. Right, Triple H said 2 halves of one bloodline, 2 who claim to be the true tribal chief, and in 2 days, a battle for one Ula Fala. In 2 days, tribal combat, LFG. Normally where you get LFG, you get a fire emoji after. Silly boomer. Live this Monday on WWE Raw, so Triple H, very much getting excited. Yeah, I did a little video on this, because a few people tagged me in this and it's popped up in like opinion videos and whatnot. So I did a little short on it. So I have already spoke about this. So to me, there's nothing to this again. I just sort of feel like we keep going down these same roads. So I feel like it could be a little bit of Paul teasing us. Him doing the 1, 2, 3 and doing it in the manner which is very similar, or if not identical, to how The Rock did it. But again, I'm going to draw you back to what everyone was saying when Paul Heyman returned. He was wearing clothes almost identical to Solo Sikoa. You know, he was wearing a jacket with a red kind of t-shirt underneath. Really not the kind of thing that Paul wears. He never wears that. He always wears like a suit, you know, a shirt and everything. So he had like this red t-shirt underneath. I think he even had a red pocket square. And people were showing the similarity of what he was wearing compared to what Solo usually wears. And of course, then there were all these rumors he's going to turn on Roman at Survivor Series. He's secretly working with Solo. There's been no evidence of that. There's been no evidence of that whatsoever so far. And actually, even if he did turn on Roman now, how would Survivor Series make sense? Because he didn't do anything to betray Roman. He actually helped Roman by going and getting CM Punk and, you know, trying to get them onto the same page. He thanked Punk after, said that he owed him a favor. You know, like, there's been no evidence of a betrayal. So now he's doing this. I'm just wondering, honestly, is it Heyman just doing a bit more trolling? I've got to think that's probably the more likely outcome, rather than he's secretly working with The Rock, which just hasn't shown itself in any way up until this point. So we'll keep an eye on it. I'm not going to say there's like nothing to it. Like, If I thought it was just completely rubbish, I wouldn't even include it. So it's interesting. I did a little short on it, but my honest feeling is we've been down this road. We went down this road when he was apparently dressed like Solo Sikoa, and nothing came of that. So is there anything to this? Keep an eye on it. Be aware of it. Right, Carl said, well done to WWE for managing to keep this a secret. Well done to everyone that knew about it and didn't leak it. So much better when it's a surprise and it's not leaked before. So Tiffany Stratton's cash-in and title change has been planned for weeks. It was a closely guarded secret. It was not known amongst the many that it was coming. That from PW Insider. Word of Wrestling, shout out to you, said news from Triple H that John Cena and his farewell tour will be his prime commitment and he will be wrestling a lot. So Triple H said that John Cena is going all in with the farewell tour and he will wrestle a lot. He's made it his prime commitment. He's going all in. So he's going to make some live events. He's going to make TV shows, but not everything, because obviously supply and demand. He'll make select premium live events. He is going to wrestle a lot. And then it's, it's sort of a 1 calendar year thing. And then he's going to call it a day. I think this is absolutely in line with what we've been saying. I heard there's going to be like 30 dates that he's going to do. Which, if you think there's only 52 weeks in a year, 30 odd dates is quite regular. Right? Maybe some of those will be in the same week, but he's going to be pretty ever present. But interesting that he's not going to be at every premium live event. It says select, because I really would have thought he would have done all of those. So it says select premium live events. So it looks like there'll be the odd one he won't be at. Certainly SummerSlam, certainly Rumble, certainly WrestleMania, certainly Money in the Bank, Survivor Series, all of those. I'm thinking things like Backlash maybe. He might not be at, those kind of shows. Maybe King and Queen of the Ring might not be at. But certainly the big hitters. Certainly a few live events. I think he does genuinely want to say goodbye to certain places. I think he'll come to the UK one final time at some point, for example, this year in 2025. But yeah, I've heard it's going to be about 30 odd dates, and this seems to be kind of leaning towards that. And he will be wrestling a lot. So for anyone thinking that he's just going to do a couple of matches, 3 matches, maybe 4 matches, I think he will do more than that. We might be hitting double digits with the amount of John Cena matches we will end up getting in 2025. So yeah, pretty much in line with what we were expecting. But it's always good to just kind of reiterate that, kind of go back over that. Okay, Edward, shout out to you. Triple H said yes to a consideration of moving Raw out of Mondays. Triple H said yes when asked if there was serious consideration to moving Raw off Mondays. So they did give it some thought about should Raw be on a different night. But obviously we know it hasn't gone that way, and Raw will be Monday nights. Okay, a message from Karrion Kross. He said he, as in, I'm thinking, Bo, was the first to go, but that's not enough for me. This ain't over until they're all gone with him. Some will lie to themselves and say, no, it's all part of the plan. And then you can see like a laughing face emoji. Others can feel the truth that you're watching the beginning of the end. WWE Raw and the Hourglass. So there we go. Karrion saying he's got rid of Uncle Howdy. The plan is to get rid of all of the rest. That's what he's going to try and do. Some will kid themselves, lie to themselves, and say it's just all part of the plan. So Karrion feeling quite confident about how things are going in this feud at the moment. Okay, Roman Reigns, SCN. So WWE have discussed bringing Hulk Hogan in for upcoming appearances. Actually, not loads mentioned about this. Can't find any dates or shows. The only thing is they don't think it'll be Saturday night's main event because apparently Jesse Ventura and Hulk Hogan do not get along. Jesse Ventura in particular has no time for Hulk Hogan. And so the belief is he wouldn't want to work a show that Hogan was on. So I don't know, unfortunately, that it would be Saturday night's main event. But yeah, the reaction to this is like... very muted. People are not very excited at the thought of Hogan coming in 2025. Big Bronson Reed said, it seems like Flair wasn't the only one that you guys wanted me to tsunami. So it looks like Big Bronson Reed has read the room and is like, I can see plenty of you want me to hit a tsunami on this boomer. Right, WrestleOps Triple H reinforces that WWE on Netflix will be family-friendly, PG programming, but says they will push the envelope sometimes. Let's woo shit quite a lot here. He said, this will be family programming, just like it's always been, right? PG programming. To me, the whole, I need someone to swear in a movie to make the movie good. Like, I just don't get it. There's certain genres of things that need that or that are good with that. But I've seen just as many comedians that are clean, that are, you know, crazy money as I have, you know, ones that are late with profanity. I think that all of that is given way more importance. It's a rating and a brand that makes you feel a certain way. So people get excited about that. But we want to be very conscious about making this what we just talked about, which is hopefully they're not watching with your kid being like, oh God, why am I showing my kid here? And I don't know, I shouldn't be exposing them to this. Are we going to push the envelope a little bit sometimes here and there? Sure, but nothing that's ever going to turn you off as a viewer. Sometimes it can be really hard when they write every little word that someone says, because unless you actually watch it, like, it sounds like he was going down a few trails of thought that he then kind of reverted away from. But I sort of picked up what he was putting down there. He's basically saying that, you know, it shouldn't take swearing to make the brand better, the product better. We shouldn't need that. It should be that the confines of PG, we should be able to still tell great stories. We should still be able to provide those captivating moments. And he doesn't want parents sitting there with children worrying about, oh my God, should I even be showing them this? You know, it's family entertainment for the whole family, and it looks like that's not going to change. Crispy Wrestling said Jey Uso on the poster of the second Saturday night's main event takes place 3 weeks from today. So there we go. That's the next one. And just a bit of information, Stu Bennett said, join me, Joe, and Big E for an upgraded post-show immediately following Raw's debut on Netflix this Monday. So to watch the post-show, it's going to be on YouTube, WWE. I believe it's going to be on Netflix's YouTube channel, WWE's YouTube channel, and I think their other social media platforms as well. So there's going to be lots of places to watch it. It won't be on YouTube. No, it won't be on Netflix. It'll be on YouTube. That'll be probably the best place to go. Netflix YouTube, WWE YouTube, but other WWE social media accounts as well, if you want to watch this Raw post show. So there we go. That was the WWE folder. I said there was quite a bit in there. I wasn't lying. It was pretty rammed. Let's go into Smackdown. It's got a few bits in here as well. So Lilian Garcia announcing the main event. Sami, Jimmy, and Jey, the Usos. I missed that. That's really good. I didn't realize she announced all three of them as the Usos. So Wrestle Night was like, that's amazing. We spoke about this. As I said, I got tagged in it a few times about this 3 thing, and obviously given my thoughts on that. Here, look, we've got Cody. Do you know the thing? I know the thing, says Vanessa Hudgens. So we've got Vanessa, look, in the crowds. Could you join us in the ring right now? I don't know why she's dressed as like Fred Durst, but I appreciate it. So there we go. She's jumping over the barricade. She's going up the ring steps, getting into the ring. This was after Smackdown.
You want to take it, Jey? You want to count them in? You know the thing? She knows the thing. We're going to do one together.
She's loving it, man.
Vanessa right there in the middle. Jim right there. Jey, get right up front here. Sami back here. All right. We're going to do the thing. We're going to do it on 3. You're going to lead the charge here. Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? All right.
It's pretty fun, isn't it? Edward, shout out to you. So just a cool moment after Smackdown. Right, yeah, Metal Mama said after Smackdown went off air, Jimmy was goofing around and he imitated Tama Tonga. Do it again. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So afterwards, Jimmy goofing around and mocking Tama Tonga. So there we go. That was the Smackdown folder. Let's go over to Fun, shall we? I think we got a few bits in here. Oh, this was good. I've not seen this. But this is like Sport Bible, apparently. So they get shown some dart players, some Premier League footballers, and obviously they don't know who they are, so they have to give them names. Piper and Chelsea have a lot of fun with this.
Billy McFreeze. No, I like that.
Who's that?
He looks like he's kind of cold.
McFreezing? That was like a rapper name.
Oh, okay. I think we'll call him the Iceman. Yeah, that's good. The Iceman cometh.
He is cold at all times. He's cold-blooded. I don't want to say stone cold because that's someone else's gimmick, but I'll say like cold-blooded is like his deal.
Darty McDarterson.
Oh, it's our boy.
That's our friend. Oh, it's been a while since we've caught up with the little man.
Oh, yeah, I met that kid. He looks like a technical wrestler.
Okay, so he can throw really well.
Let's go for...
What are we going to call him?
Little Legs.
Little Legs. Yeah, okay.
His name's going to be The Dart.
Oh.
Kneesy McSqueezy. Oh.
Smiles.
Smiles McGee.
McGee. That's a simple one. I like that. Straight to the point.
I know him.
Who is that?
Do I know him?
Maybe he'd be like a heavyweight.
He's handsome.
Yeah.
Handsome
look at
McBuff.
him. Buffy McBufferson.
Oh.
That's a big man right there.
Does he oil up for his games?
That's a big oil.
I'm going to call him Mr. Don't You Dare, because don't you dare try and come for this man.
This guy's giving...
Dad dancing at a wedding.
I'm so sorry. Whoever...
It's good, isn't it? I could watch more of that. That was good. That was really, really good. So, Crispy Wrestling, shout out to you. Nick, tagging me in this. I just included this because I was like, it's AI and whatever, but man, could you imagine if someone like this existed? Could you imagine? Look at this. Look at this dude, man. Can you imagine how excited we would be if we had this, like the Goliath? Look at him. Imagine if we were at WrestleMania and, I mean, he would be an attraction. He would not wrestle every week. He'd be like, you know, like when Andre the Giant. I suppose Andre's the closest we have ever come to something like this. But he's way bigger. I mean, I don't even know that that's even physically possible. It's mental, innit? It's mental. AI is just bonkers. So, Nick, shout out to you. Yeah, the hug. So, a little bit of a fan shout out to you. Drew, I just wanted to get a good look at that tattoo. I can confirm it's even funnier up close. That is savage. That is so savage. Fade said a WWE producer takes us under the ring during a WWE live event. You won't believe what he found under there. Now, we saw this the other day, or at least I thought we had. So I was ignoring this all day. But I finally went, I'm getting tagged in this so much. People must have seen that we looked at this. And it turns out it's a different one. So we hadn't seen it. So I'm glad I did check it out. So here we go. Let's check it out.
First Smackdown of the year. We were under the ring, getting ready. There's my blacked out monitor. It's very quiet under here tonight. No Hornswoggle? Hornswoggle, are you down here?
It's me, Nick. What are you doing?
Hey, Kevin Owens, what are you doing under here?
Planning an attack on Cody. You can't do this. Don't post this. What are you doing?
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I won't do it.
Nick, if I see this on the internet, we're gonna have a talk.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Oh my God. Oh my God. So he's down there and he calls out Hornswoggle, but Kevin's there. He's like, I'm going to attack Cody. But you better not post this on the internet. Oh, look what the boomer did as well. He only went and flipping posted it. It's had 1 million views. 1 million views. That is amazing. Right here, look, botched eye surgery. Yeah, this is crazy. In 2002, Vince McMahon was asked to give his thoughts about the launch of TNA. TNA's business model at the time was to just run pay-per-views every week for $9.99. And so Vince actually talks about it, and this is really interesting.
Do you have any views on the new NWA TNA?
I don't have any views on it because I haven't seen it yet. You know, I mean, again, I think it's unusual. It's a very unusual approach, very novel approach. But I don't know how you promote. That's when they have no promotional vehicle. Then I don't know how they promote. I mean, I have no idea whether or not they're selling tickets in Huntsville. I think it is, right? Or they're not. And if they're not selling tickets in Huntsville, you know, so if they are, fine. But I don't know how you promote without having some sort of platform, you know, to promote. And if you just simply are promoting to that narrow-casted pay-per-view audience, that's difficult to do. So, and again, it's a 2-hour show, and people are expected to pay $9.95 for it. You can watch, hopefully, I dare say, comparing the production value and the caliber of talent and everything of their show to one of ours. Hopefully, I mean, and I don't know this because I'm anxious to see it like everybody else. Right? You know, but it's difficult to ask a consumer to pay $9.95 for a 2-hour show when you can see one on Monday night and you can see one on Thursday night. So I don't know unless they are so unique, you know, in their format or something you can't see on a Monday or a Thursday, which it may be. You know, I mean, again, it's like this is all supposition because none of us have seen it. They haven't had their first show yet. But it's a very novel approach. Let me say that.
Isn't that fascinating? Vince talking about TNA just before it has started, talking about the fact that they don't have a platform. They don't have like a weekly show to promote on. They're just going to do pay-per-views for like $9.99 and you got to pay to view them. I mean, I never watched those early pay-per-views, so I'm guessing the first pay-per-view would then set up the next pay-per-view, and I'm thinking they did it that way. But yeah, Vince was kind of like, I need to see it. Really good, really interesting. Okay, oh, I love these. Brown666, shout out to you, my friend. I think these are great, and I think this is a brilliant clip, so really appreciate you tagging me in it, dude. Don't drop her. He's going down. He's going down. I like Candice. Don't drop her. Yeah, really good. Brown666, thank you, buds. Ryder said, this is what's so cool about WWE being on Netflix. So I think this woman, Lee Ann Pinnock, I think she's from Little Mix. And she was basically saying she was on Netflix and she used to love wrestling. And now they've got all the Royal Rumbles on there. So she's gone back. She's been watching them. She even finds one of her songs that she did in an old Rumble. And she was like, how cool is this? She's like, and apparently Raw is going to be on Netflix on Monday. So I'm definitely going to tune into that. So we're actually seeing people discovering or rediscovering WWE now that it has moved over to Netflix. So Ryder saying this is what's cool about WWE being on Netflix. How many people are having that experience? I don't know. There's no way of knowing. It's going to be very interesting once we see any sort of numbers about Monday. So yeah, very good. Right, James Chadwick, tag me in this, which has done the rounds. It's Wrestling Bios here that have shared it. But I saw 90s WWE with this as well. Was that Karma in the background on a pinball machine? Yeah. Karma in the background on some sort of pinball machine as well. I never noticed that before. The Undertaker, Bret, Goldust, Triple H. I think we got Razor. Is that Razor? I think it's Razor. So, yeah, what year would this have been? Like 94? 94 going into 95? It's got to be 94, 95. Looks like that's the gym. Their headquarters. I sort of recognize it from the Ico Pro advert when Bret's walking through and you've got like the WWE logos in neon. So I think we're at their headquarters at the gym.
You know, I remember the 2 days and then I went to the King of the Ring next
So I did mine. I did it like 9 months ago.
So there we go. That is just a load of superstars from 94, 95 playing on this WrestleMania game at their headquarters. Footage that I've never seen before. So amazing. Right, here, yeah, this was, I never noticed this. So here, this is SmackDown. Look, Jessica Carr comes over. She's like, give me the belt. No. Give me the belt. Nope. Give me the belt. Right, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. There we go. And Jessica Carr holds up the championship. So, Johnny, thank you. Isamar, thank you. Look, someone here has said that Sabrina Carpenter is now the women's world champion. A lot of people saying that she looks just like Tiffany Stratton and they're basically twins and whatnot. So, Luigi Wrestling here just mocking this up. So, very fun. Very good. Right, have we got other? We do. I don't think, oh yeah, I was going to say, I don't think there's much in here, but there was this one thing. So this is from a couple of hours ago. So Joe from Charlotte, thank you. JoJo was the special ring announcer for Ring of Honor, a dart match tonight. So I don't know what's happening, right? So Brady, thank you. I don't know if this is just a one-off. I don't know if like they were in the area and they said, hey, do you want to do like some ring announcing? I don't know if this was a bit of a trial to see how she felt, if maybe she wants to get back into it. I haven't seen loads of people saying negative stuff. You get the odd few, but to be honest, most people have been, I'm really pleased for her. I'm really pleased that she's getting back out there, you know, doing so much she loves. So she's been through just the hardest time, of course. So yeah, I'm pleased for her, of course. I don't think this is one of those situations where we need to really focus on, oh, she's gone to AEW and all this sort of stuff. I just don't think it's needed. I think, like, you know, she's out there, she's doing something she's loving, but I just don't know if it was a one-off or if we're going to see her doing more of it. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, just something to be aware of. JoJo was special ring announcer for a Ring of Honor dart match. So there we go. Right, done. I need to jump into thanks. Oh, we never do community. I normally do this before fun, don't I? Slipped my mind. Peter, shout out to you, my friend. Said, here's an old photo of me as the legendary John Cena. I'm going to miss you, bud, after 2025. Peter, shout out to you. Cool images, dudes. James said, after 6 years, I'm officially allowed in the community. That's because he managed to get a follow from the Jumping Bomb Angels. Well done. Metal Mama, this is mental. Look at this.
Holiday feel, folks. This for Metal Mama. She one of my biggest fans. Here you go. Let's do it like this.
There we go, look. So he read out her comment, Metal Mama's comment, and he said, this one's for Metal Mama. She's one of my biggest fans. Love you, R-Truth. You're a real one. That's what's up. So Metal Mama, that amazing. Brilliant. So there we go. Join in a live. I don't know if this was Instagram or TikTok. TikTok. So there we go. Join in a R-Truth live over on TikTok. And yeah, brilliant. Getting a shout out. Andy always sends me pictures of his figure collection, and so great that I can get one into the community folder. So here we've just got some Undertaker figures. Look at that collection. Lots of Undertaker stuff and just a random Kamala. Love that. Love that. Brilliant. We was watching the first Raw tonight. WWE Vault did a watch along for it, and that had Kamala being shown on it, and the main event was The Undertaker, so yeah, very fun. Shockwave, shout out to you, said, Days, good news, Jumping Bomb Angels now follow me too. Congrats, buds. Brown666, getting a follow as well from the Jumping Bomb Angels. Congrats. Casey Jade said, I just joined the Cool Kids. That's what you want, guys. That's what you want. You want a Jumping Bomb Angels follow. That's how you get in with the Cool Kids. Raymond, shout out to you. So Raymond managed to get a like from the Jumping Bomb Angels. They also followed me on my alternative account. So there we go, managing to get follow and a like. You are one of the Cool Kids, my friend. So Raymond, shout out to you. Let's go. Thanks. And we'll wrap this up. So, Eric, thank you, my friend. Matter, really appreciate it, dudes. Jess, thank you, buds. Lucas, appreciate it. Emmanuel, thank you, buds. James, thank you. Robin, appreciate it, dude. Dane, thank you. Patrick, thank you, bud. Mackenzie, appreciate it. Bradley, thank you, my friend. Billy, thank you, bud. Casey Jade, thank you. Sweet Chin Wrestling, really appreciate it. Brandon, shout out to you, bud. J Omega, thank you, my friend. Jang Tae Sang, thank you, my friends. Swag Cam Playgrounds, thank you, buds. Big Bam, thank you. Real John, thank you, my friend. Robin, really appreciate it. Robin again, thank you, dude. Real Wrestling Fan, thank you. And Dane, really appreciate it. I've actually really loved the recent Unseens. I think there's been a really good balance between wrestling news and fun. Hopefully we've got that balance right again today. I think there was lots of news today and a few bits in the fun folder. So hopefully another good episode that people will enjoy. But of course, we'll be back again tomorrow with another Unseen. And we're getting ever closer towards that Monday Night Raw on Netflix. We will be live at least 2 hours before the show. It could be 3 hours. I'm really considering going 3 hours before the show. The only thing is I don't want to wear my voice out before we get to the show, but I'm so tempted to do it. It's such a big show. It's got to be one of the biggest shows of the year, so I'm really tempted to do it. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you for all the support. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. I will see you again next time. Bye for now.